All right, let's come into our easy pose. An easy pose is whatever it looks like for you. If it looks like this today because you're tight in your legs and your thighs. That's what easy pose looks like. If you can get those heels a little bit closer, but your knees are up in the air, just think about always having, if that's your issue, having stuff here you can shove underneath blankets or pillows. But I highly recommend that if you're not making your knees go any lower than way up here, that you just leave it because your body will start to stretch as you relax. Let's come into a nice seated position. Nice straight back. Relax your shoulders. Chin level to the mat, and close your eyes for a moment if you don't mind, and just be where you are right now. Feel your breath move in and out of your body. Feel where your bottom is making contact with your mat or your cushion. Feel the clothing on your skin. Feel where it touches your skin. Feel the air passing through your nostrils as you breathe in and you breathe out. And notice the temperature of it. Is it cooler when you breathe in than when you breathe out? Has the temperature changed once the air has entered your body? And we're going to focus on our breath now. We're going to inhale and push our belly out. So as you breathe in, push your belly out. This drops your diaphragm, opens your lungs, take in a long, slow, deep breath. Hold it for just a heartbeat or two, and then slowly through your nose, exhale it out. And so keep focusing on that type of breathing as you sit here, inhaling and exhaling. Watch your shoulders, make sure they're relaxed. Don't let them start creeping up toward the ears. And as you exhale now, I want you to constrict your throat just slightly and try to see if you can make a sound that sounds like the ocean. Hear that sound? That's called the victory breath. This is the breath you use when you find you're not focusing, when you need to concentrate a little harder on what you're doing. Just focus on that breathing in and breathing out. It'll bring you back into your body again. You can let your eyes float open now, or you can keep them closed, whatever feels good. And we're going to inhale the arms up toward the ceiling, letting our shoulders stay relaxed. And slowly, slowly, as we exhale, drop them back down again. So we're just going to keep that rhythm up, inhaling the arms up. Exhale as we drop them down. And try not to take extra breaths in between. Instead, slow your breathing down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dropping the hands down. Inhale up. Let's look up toward the ceiling, lifting our chin up. Exhale the hands down, dropping our chin to our chest. Inhale up, look up, reach up. Exhale down, chin to chest. And we're going to stop just an inch or two above our mat and reach, reach, reach with our fingers as we press our chin down toward our chest. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Keep the rhythm going. Reach, Rotate your palms forward and slowly start to push the shoulder blades together. Keep your chin pressing down. Take a few breaths here. Just feel that stretch in your arms and your chest and your back, in your neck. And very, very gently and slowly release the hands down to the floor. Let's switch up our feet. So whatever foot you have in the front, you're going to take that and put it in the back, and you're going to take the one in the back and put it toward the front. Inhaling the arms up once again, nice big reach up. This time on the exhale, we're going to drop our right hand down and take a side bend. Nice side bend to the right. You can have extra breaths here. Keep pushing and stretching. Now your left bottom cheek, it needs to be touching, so don't lift it up. Keep stretching, stretching. Reach and breathe. Inhale, bring the right hand up, drop the left hand down, and let's do the same thing, but on the other side. Reach, reach, breathe. Stretch, keep your right cheek pressing down. Of course, I mean your bottom. Reach. And then slowly, slowly inhale back up again. I'm going to go a little quicker now, moving with the breath. Drop the right hand down, take a side bend to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale the left hand down, take a side bend to the left. Inhale back up. Let's go to the right again. Just keep flowing through it. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Once more on each side. Let's go to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up again. Keeping the arms up in the air, just sit here for a moment and breathe and feel the energy moving through your arms, right to your fingertips. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right hand behind you. Bring your left hand down to your lap. You're going to keep your belly as much forward as you can. Keep your bottom planted. And we're going to start to press the right shoulder back. You can let your chin follow if you like. You can look in that direction. Keep nice and straight. Watch your posture. And just focus on pushing that right shoulder back. Just little nano movements. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Watch your back. Remember, we're not here to hurt ourselves, just to feel a good stretch. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's twist to the other side. So left hand behind, right hand to the lap, and keep pushing this time your left shoulder back. Keep pushing, and you can turn your chin in that direction. Give your neck a stretch too. Nice straight back. Breathe, don't hold your breath doing this. And slowly come back to center. Let's inhale up. Exhale, let's go again, twisting to the right. Keep nice and straight, keep the back straight, push back that shoulder. Let's lengthen up through the spine. See if we can lift up and lengthen up. Coming back only as far as our body will allow us. We want to feel a nice stretch. Come back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, let's twist to the other side. Lengthen up, reach up. See if you can twist just a tiny bit deeper. And slowly, slowly come back to center. We're going to switch up our feet again. So we're going to take the back foot. We're going to bring it forward. We're going to bring the front foot, bring it back. Let's take an inhale. Reach up. Exhale, bow to the earth. Bring your belly down, not your head. Start to press your belly down and lift your tailbone up. And you can let your hands just walk away from you. Stay on fingertips if you can. And press, press, press. Press that belly down. Lift your tailbone up right between your cheeks. You know where it is. Push it down, push it up, and your belly down. Keep pressing down, reaching further away. See if you can go a little further. And I don't care if your knees are up at your ears. You're still doing the same thing. You're just trying to press through your legs. Reach out, reach out. Take an inhale. Exhale. See if as you exhale, you can just press your chest and your belly down just a teeny bit more. Little tiny nano movements count. So then we're going to walk our fingers slowly over toward our right. And you're going to feel a nice stretch coming from your left hip up to your rib cage. As long as you keep that left bottom cheek pressing down, you'll feel it. So wherever you start to feel it, that's where you're going to go to. Don't try to force anything here. And very, very slowly, we're going to make our way all the way over as far as we can go to the left till we feel that sensation of stretching. Keep breathing. And very slowly come back to center. Stay on your fingertips if you can. Separate your arms. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to see if you can push down just a little deeper. Reach out a little further. Tuck your chin. Bring your forehead down. Whether you hit the floor or not is not the point. The point is you just want to try to see if you can get any closer to it. Inhale, start walking the hands back toward the body. Exhale completely. So inhale the arms up again. Exhale. Bring the hands behind your back. Press your fingertips or your knuckles down onto your mat or your cushion and squeeze, 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 squeeze the shoulder blades together. So you're going to get a big pull across here. Just keep getting into that place where you can feel that sensation of stretching. And once you've got there, you're going to press down into the floor. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your chin up toward the ceiling. So let's push down and inhale up. Exhale, relax your head back. Keep pushing into the floor. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades and take 3 deep breaths. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and slowly let it go. As you release your hands and you let your chin drop, come back to center. And just sit for a second and feel what you feel. Close your eyes and take yourself inward and start to feel the sensations happening right now. Inhale your arms up. Nice big stretch up. Drop the shoulders. Bring the palms as close as you can get them. If it's way out here and you're getting stuck, don't worry. But if you can bring them in toward each other, press palms together. And we're going to start to bring the hands down, pushing the elbows out, coming into Namaste. Once you get yourself to the point where you can touch fingers together, you're just going to intend those palms together if it's too difficult. Otherwise, just push, push, push the hands in, push the elbows out, bring the hands down to mid-chest. Right about here. Once again, close your eyes. Think about what you're grateful for today. And then release. You can shake your wrists out. You can stretch your legs out, shake your legs out. And we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. So if you have difficulty kneeling down, you might want to put an extra pad, a pillow or something, or if you need to, If you have nothing else, you can roll the back of your mat up to make it just a little extra cushy. And we're going to come onto all hands and knees here. Spread your fingers out. Nice wide fingers, as wide as you can get them. Have them generally just below your shoulders, your knees below your hips, and your knees should be separated at least a fist width apart. Let your feet either tuck, you can tuck your toes or you can flatten your feet out. For years, I could not flatten my feet out. It hurt. So I used to do this. And that's quite all right. Eventually, as your body stretches out, you'll get there. So we're going to do some cat-cows. On the inhale, we're going to lift our chin, lift our tailbone, let our belly drop down, inhale up into cow. On your exhale, you're going to curl up into the cat. So you're going to tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, arch the back, push against the palms, push all your air out. Inhale the cow. Exhale the cat. Inhale the cow. Exhale the cat. Nice and slow. Inhale the cow. Really push and really lift that tailbone up. Exhale the cat. Really tuck that tailbone, tuck your chin, arch your back, press into your palms, push all the air out. Inhale the cow. Exhale once more into cat. Push all the air out. Push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out. Hold your breath. And then release. Inhale back to flat back. Touch your toes together. Widen your knees nice and wide apart. And we're going to press our bottom back toward our heels. Some of you may not be able to make it. You might get stuck someplace in between because of your knees or your thigh muscles hurting you. Stop where you need to stop, even if it's up here. And then we're going to tuck our chin, and we're going to start to bring our forehead down and let our belly drop in between our legs. And if you're really far away and you happen to start to lift up your bottom to get there, instead make a little pillow with your fists. Or if you've got that block handy, you can grab a block. And just let yourself relax. And we're going to wiggle in here. So I want you to rock from side to side, wherever you're at. Just rock into those hips, nice and gently. Take another inhale. And exhale and release your weight down again. Take a few deep breaths here. I want to hear you breathing. Well, I know I can't hear you, but I want you to hear you breathing. One more nice deep breath in. Exhale, release it. Come up onto all fours again. And we're going to do a few cat stretches. So we're going to take our right hand and our left leg, so alternating. Stretch out, reach out, press your heel back, reach with your fingertips. Inhale, exhale, drop it down, switch sides. Reach your leg out, this time the right leg, left hand, stretch it out. Look just ahead of your mat, it will help you from not falling. Reach, 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 stretch. And drop it down. The other side again. Right hand, left leg. Reach, reach, reach. Release, drop it down, switch sides. Nice big stretch. Stretch it out. And release. Drop your knees down. Now you have choices here. You can go into child pose or wide leg child pose. The one we did just before was wide leg. Regular child pose, knees are together, toes are touching, push back as far as you can. Remember, you can always, if you get stuck, you can always put a blanket here, pillow here, put a block on your heels if you think, or you can leave your bum up in the air and you can just bring your forehead down and come down. Wherever you end up, I want you to see if you can reach for your feet and take 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, and relax yourself down. Grab those feet anywhere along the shin bones, anywhere down to your ankles, your heels, and just curl in. Inhale back up to all fours. We're going to come into the downward facing dog. Now, this is probably one of the most difficult postures to do, simply because it requires a little bit of arm strength, shoulder strength, and sometimes when we're new to yoga and if we've got injuries, this is a problem. And it's one that I always hate it, so I'm not going to make you stay there very long because I still hate it. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, start pushing your heels back toward the floor, but you don't have to touch. And let your head relax between your arms. Lift your tailbone up, give it a shake. Look toward your hands, start to walk your feet forward. Coming into the forward fold. Relax your knees. Now you can relax them as much as you need to. But we want to feel that stretch back here, so just keep them soft. Keep your knees soft. Separate your feet a little bit more so you feel balanced, and just let yourself dangle down. You want to feel a little tug up here, just a little one. We're going to come to the halfway lift. So let's inhale, place your hands on your thighs, lift your tailbone, lift your chin up, and we're going to grab our belly and we're going to pull it in. Take an inhale first. Exhale, push all the air out. Pull our belly in, and we're going to fold, and then breathe. See if you went just a tiny bit deeper. From here, we're coming up into a reverse swan dive. So we're going to throw our arms out to the side, bend our knees just a little more, push into our feet, start lifting up our chest. When we start to stand upright, lift your arms up toward the ceiling and bring yourself into prayer position first. And then I'm coming into mountain pose from here. So what is mountain pose? Mountain pose is a nice strong pose. Separate your feet so that you feel balanced. I don't care if your feet are here or here, but you should feel balanced. So I like to have mine a few inches apart. We're going to bring our shoulder blades back, pull them back into our back. We're going to rotate our palms so it's easier to do that. We're going to start to tighten up the muscles in our calves, in our legs, in our belly. Tighten your belly up. Squeeze into the back, lift your toes up. Make sure you're still feeling balanced. Adjust your feet if you need to. Find a spot to stare at just above your viewpoint, but off in the distance. Drop your toes, close your eyes, and smile. Breathe deep breaths here. Mountain pose, so beautiful, so strong. From here, we're going to do a nice gentle flow. We're going to bring our palms together. We're going to push up through the center. Exhale the right hand down. Take that little side bend over to the right. Keep your feet planted. Inhale back up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, back bend, pushing the hips forward. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Lift your tailbone. Let your chest float down. Sweep your arms forward when you get about halfway. and fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Lift your tailbone and your chin and fold again. Fingertips touch the mat. We're going to step our left foot back. So on your mat, imagine there's an imaginary line down the center. The right foot in the front is going to be on one side of that line, and the foot in the back is going to be on the other side of that line, and they can be as far apart as you need to feel comfortable. Push into your front foot, come up. Use your thigh to get up if you need it. When you're upright, glance down. Can you see your toes? If you can't see your toes, you need to just wiggle that foot forward until you can see them. We don't want to damage our knees, so we're going to take care of ourselves. Back leg should be on a bit of an angle, the ankle, but find the angle that works for you. You might want to feel comfortable. A little bit of discomfort is okay. Pain is not. Chest upright, relax your shoulders. Front knee is bent. Hips are forward. So if you feel like you're drifting over to the side over here, just pull your hips forward so they're facing the wall in front of you or whatever's in front of you. Inhale, lift your arms up, keep the shoulders relaxed, and reach for the ceiling. You can look up if you like. Take an inhale. Exhale. Take another inhale and straighten your front leg. Exhale. Let's reach for our leg. Forward fold. Reach down your leg. Never press into your knee, but you can press into your shin or you can press into your thigh. And just relax here and feel the stretch. So I want you to remember that when you're looking at me, I look a lot different maybe than what you are looking at yourself. Just keep in mind, if you can feel something stretching and you're not in pain, you're doing it. We're going to take our right hand. We're just going to relax our hand against our thigh. You can also just press your forearm into your thigh if you like. If you have a block, you can also use a block. And we're going to take our left hand and put it behind our back, and we're going to start to lift the left shoulder up toward the ceiling. And we're going to look sideways. Now, for some, this is a hard thing to do. Your shoulder will get about here and you'll get stuck. You just want to keep the pressure on. For those of you that can drop down the right shoulder and lift up the left one and see the ceiling easily, if you feel like it, you can reach for it. Don't do this with your arm flying out to the side. This is only done if you can rotate completely. Release your arm down, turn your shoulder down toward the floor, inhale up and bend your front knee as you come up. Coming back up into warrior one, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to reach down toward the floor. And step our back foot forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive. Come on back up. And exhaling into prayer. Inhale, let's push up. Side bend to the right. Take a side bend. Inhale up. Side bend to the left. Inhale up, exhale, back bend, inhale up, and swan dive again, coming all the way down. Halfway lift. Pull, fingertips touch the mat. This time we're going to step the right foot back, so we're switching sides, that's all. Same thing. Step that foot back, make sure they're both on either side of your imaginary line. Come on up. Keep the front knee bent. Check out your toe. You see your toes. Reach for the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down. Breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, straighten your front leg. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Reach down your leg. See how far down you can reach. Press your belly toward your thigh. Place your left hand behind your back this time, or sorry, your right hand behind your back this time. Drop the left shoulder down toward the floor. Lift the right shoulder up. And if you're able to do this, you can reach for the ceiling, but otherwise you're just going to keep working on getting that shoulder rotation. Release your shoulder down. Inhale back up, bend the front knee as you come up. Reach for the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, reach for the floor. Step the back foot forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And reverse your swan dive. Exhale into prayer. Inhale, push up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up and swan dive down. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hold, fingertips touch the mat. We're going to step that left foot back and we're going to look at that imaginary line and we're going to put the right foot on it and we're going to step our left foot back and we're going to put the heel of the left foot on it as far back as you can reach. Front knee stays bent, push into your front foot, come upright. So your back foot should be on a little angle. Yoga teachers used to teach parallel to the back of the mat. We don't do that anymore. Anybody does that, ignore them. We're protecting the L5 vertebrae when we have our foot on an angle. It's a little thing that helps to improve our risk of, or reduce our risk of injury, not improve it. And once you're in this position, I want you to see if you can just creep your legs a little bit further apart. You want to feel a little bit of stretch going on in your thighs, in the upper thighs and the inside. Upright, look down. Can you see your toe? If you can't, move that foot forward till you can see it. And now our hips are facing sideways. Our shoulders, though, are facing either side of the room. And we're going to reach for it. And you're going to look over the knuckle or the finger of your middle finger in the front hand. And you're going to press that knee in the front toward your baby toe. Because it's going to want to do one of these things. It's going to want to sag into the center. So you're just going to focus the energy to push that over toward the baby toe. And just take a couple of breaths here and feel what it feels like to be here. You should feel some pressure in your legs. Your arms probably starting to get tired. I'm going to drop the back hand down. You can relax it here. You can put it behind your back. It's all about balance now. Flip the front palm over. Start to reach up toward the ceiling. And let's have a look at our palm. Don't unbend the front knee. Keep the front knee bent for now. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to drop your right hand down to your thigh. You're going to lift your left shoulder up toward the ceiling. And you're going to either underhand or overhand take your left arm and reach overhead and for the other wall. Press into your back leg. Reach, reach, reach. Keep breathing. Now, if you've got good abdominal control, you know you're pretty strong here, you can let go of resting against your thigh. But if you're not, you don't want to hurt yourself, so keep relaxing against your thigh. Very, very slowly, we're going to go right back to that proud warrior. So we're going to bring that top hand, left hand back down towards our leg. Lift the right hand up back toward the ceiling. Have a look at our palm. Take an inhale. On our exhale, we're going to come back into the side angle. Nice and slow. Take your time. Your back leg is probably talking to you. Mine is. Just say it's okay. It's almost over. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. And we're going to inhale and straighten our front leg. Exhale, reach just a little more toward the wall and then tip. And we're going to bring our hand down to our thigh, either above or below our knee. Lift our left shoulder up toward the ceiling. And just like the last time, if you can't do this turn where you can lift the shoulder up completely toward the ceiling, you're going to keep your arm behind your back. For those of you that can see the ceiling really nice and clear, you don't have to look underneath your arm to do it. You can reach for the ceiling and breathe. Trikonasana, triangle. Release it all down, come back to the warrior two position, and then drop your arms, turn your toes in, wide leg stance. Separate your feet a little more if you can. Usually you can do that once you're in this position. We're going to focus on our tailbone. We're going to put our hands on our hips, and we're going to lift our tailbone and start bringing our chest down toward the floor, nice and slow. Now keep your legs straight, don't let your knees bend. If you have to start bending your knees, that's where you stop. Just keep going, keep going. You're going to reach toward the floor, and maybe the floor is really far away, so if you've got that block handy, you can put your hands on the block. If you don't have a block handy, put your hands on your thighs and just support yourself. If you can reach the floor, you're going to touch down, and you're going to see if you can go from fingertips to knuckles to palms to elbows. Yeah. Not today, I'm not. And just relax here and feel the legs. They need to be straight. Big hamstring tug here. We're going to come back up. So you're going to grab your hips. Inhale, lift your head up. Try not to bend your knees unless you have to, or use your thighs instead. Press into your thighs. Inhale all the way back up, and then I want you to very gently heel toe till you can get to the top of your mat. Gentle with yourself. Come back into the mountain pose for a second. Feel your body, how it feels. Come into prayer. Push up through the center. Side bend to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left, side bend to the left. Inhale as you come up. Little back bend. Inhale up, and then swan dive down. Halfway lift. Hold, fingertips touch the mat. We're going to step the right foot back now. We're going to line it up for a warrior two on this side. Step back as far as you can. Keep the front knee bent. Line with each other. Back foot is on an angle. You can see your toes when you're upright. Reach out. Stretch out. See if I can get a little deeper here. Looking out over our middle finger. Take a few breaths here. Feel this posture. What are you feeling? What's your body telling you? Drop the back hand down. Reach up with the front hand. Look at your palm. You can inhale. Exhale, let's go into the side angle. Don't forget, you can rest here if you like, or you can let go and not rest. Either underhand or overhand. Reach. Keep the front knee bent. Really reach for it too. Press into your back heel and reach with your fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, let's come back up. Right back as we exhale into proud warrior. Inhale, exhale into the side angle. Breathe. Inhale back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, push your hip back, reach forward, tip. You can put your hand here, you can put your hand here. And you're going to lift this right shoulder up this time toward the ceiling. And if you can do that, you can reach forward. If you can't, you're just going to work on the lifting of the shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back out of it. Come back into warrior two. Release your hands down, turn your toes in. Once more into the wide leg stance. Hands on the hips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your tailbone, lift your chest, lead the way. Reach toward the floor or your block, or grab your thighs or your shins to help support you. It's too far away. Just don't grab onto your knees. Knees are not support system. You don't want to injure them. Lift that tailbone. So, if you're able to either touch down on a block or the floor, you're going to walk your hands over toward the right foot and bend that right knee. If you're on your thighs like this, I'm just going to demonstrate it. If you are in this position where you're just leaning into your thighs, because that's as low as you can go, you're going to bend your right knee and you're just going to shift your weight here. And come out of it as soon as you have to. For everybody else that's able to touch down on something, you're going to walk, even if it's just a tippy tip of your fingertips. You're going to walk your fingers over to the right, bend that right knee, stretch a little bit into that left leg. Feel that left leg stretch, side lunge. And then we're going to walk our fingers over to the left, bend the left knee, stretch. The right leg out, come back to the center. Let's walk over to the right again, bend the right knee, see if we can drop our bum down a bit, closer to the floor, come back to center, go over toward the left, bend the left knee, drop your bottom down a little bit, come back up. Relax here, relax here. See if you can go just that tiny bit deeper now into your fold over. And then we're going to come back up. So grab your hips, lift your head up, lift your chest up, come upright, and then heel toe to get to the top of your mat, or at least the center of your mat. And stand in mountain pose. So we're going to do a balance posture before we finish. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make sure that you're feeling really solid. So I'm standing on about 3 mats deep here. So this is not very solid for me. So I'm going to step off onto the floor. And maybe this one's fine. So that I feel like I have a little more solid foot plant onto the floor. So we're going to work on a foot plant. I want you to lift up your toes, the ball of your foot, and just rest your weight on your heel. Spread your toes out as much as you're able to, and then start to plant the foot down. Ball of the foot first, then the toes, and grip. So you're going to grip that. You're going to strengthen up the muscles in your leg. So I don't care which foot you start with. And you're going to start then to see if you can get a balance posture happening. So in order for me to be able to do this, I have to stare at a spot that is just above my view, someplace in the distance that I can really focus on. So we're going to control the muscles in our body. We're going to get a little bit stronger, just like in mountain pose. And we're going to start off maybe in a kickstand position. And then we're going to see if we can lift the foot up and come into, even if we're coming into something that looks like this, put your arms out, find your balance, and see if you can start to change that. It's hard when I'm trying to talk and balance at the same time. up over here. And what I'd like you to do is just play around with that for the next couple of breaths. Just see where you can bring it. What I don't want you to do is bring your heel up and rest it into your knee. Remember, we never do that. We don't put any weight into our knee joint. So if you can come up above it, you can reach down, grab your leg and bring it up higher and keep your balance. Good for you. Otherwise, just work on where you're at. For some people, just getting the foot off the floor, you can touch down. The touchdown is the challenge for others. And it all depends on what day it is today, what the weather's like, how focused you are. Go back to your breath and see what you can do. I'd rather see you doing a figure 4 with your legs than trying to yank that leg way up to your crotch and fall over. No balance today for me. So let's switch sides. Floor that didn't move around. Be handy. Okay. Try the other side. Once you've tried both sides to see how your balance is, you can either congratulate yourself or you can say better luck next time. And keep in mind, balance is one of those things that we take for granted. We walk around, that is a balancing act. But to do things that are a little bit more difficult in the form of balance, it depends on how you feel today. It depends on the pressure, the barometric pressure. Depends how much sleep you got. It depends on how much your mind is able to really concentrate and focus. So don't get mad at yourself if you fell over. I know I was not doing good today, so I'm not going to worry about it. Tomorrow I'll be brilliant. All right, let's get back to the top of our mat. Standing in mountain pose for just a second. Bring your palms together. Push up through the center. Side bend to the right, make it nice and deep this time. We're going to take one more extra breath here. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale slowly back up, tighten up your belly. Exhale over to the other side. Take another breath. Inhale up, tighten your abs as you come up. Exhale, let's go into a back bend, push your hips forward, take an extra breath here. Inhale, tighten the abdomen as you come up. And let's come into our swan dive. Beautiful slow motion swan dive. Take your time. Inhale, slowly up to halfway lift. Lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Exhale, fold. Reach for the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need to touch down, and then you're going to step your feet back to that down dog position again. See how it feels this time. Drop to your knees. Come into either wide leg or closed leg child pose, whichever one works for you. And let's take 3 deep breaths. Come back up, come onto your bottom. We're going to come down onto our back. You want to have a cushion for your head. I recommend it, and as long as it's not too high. Come back down on your back, bring your knees up, and just roll from side to side. Gently, gently. And then do circles with your knees, going around, slowly around on your hips. Stop, let's go the other way. Bring your knees back to your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And then we're going to drop our knees over toward the left, stretch our arms out into T, and roll right onto the side of your hip. You can lift your whole bum up off, and you're going to look to the right. And you're going to really try your best to keep your shoulders down on the floor. So that means you have to lift your knees up a little bit to do that. That's what you're going to do. You have a cushion, you can stuff a cushion under your knees if they don't make it. If one leg makes it and the other one doesn't, don't worry about it. That's the way you're built. Inhale, lift your knees back up. We're going to drop the knees to the right and look to the left. Keep your shoulders touching down. Take a deep breath. Bring the knees back up again. Rock on your back for just a few more times, just to soften everything up. And now we're going to stretch out. We're going to take Shavasana now, and everybody has to honor this. This is your last posture. Shavasana is a yoga posture. Take up lots of space, spread your legs out, spread your arms out, start to release your muscles, let them soften. Let everything get mushy and heavy. Let your palms face up so your fingers can curl. Let your jaw relax. Let your breathing relax. Finally, let your mind relax. Let it go to a place where you feel very much at peace, wherever that is. Beach, forest, a walk in the rain, your favorite garden, your backyard, anywhere you like, wherever peace is waiting for you, go there. Take one final deep breath in, and as you slowly exhale, let yourself drift off. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, waking yourself back up. Give yourself a nice stretch, full body stretch. And then bring your knees up and give yourself a nice big hug. Thank your body for what it did for you today and what it will do for you tomorrow. And then gently roll to one side, doesn't matter which. And just breathe here for a couple more breaths before you get up. Feel what you're feeling and how you're feeling. This is your bliss, so take it. And when you feel ready, make your way up to a seated position. Find me an easy pose. So remember, never cheat yourself of Shavasana. A lot of people use that time to kind of cut out, run. Shavasana is a yoga posture, and it is the most difficult one to master, simply because it requires you to be still. You're not stretching. You're not focusing on anything in particular. And then the chitter chatter starts to come in and you got to quiet it down. So work on it. It's a recovery period. It helps your body to absorb the energy, the kundalini that you just brought up from your muscles and your heart and sent it off to everywhere it needs to go to heal. Let's close our class. We're going to close it by chanting one beautiful Om. We'll take a breath in and out first, and then we'll inhale for the Om. So let's inhale, exhale. Inhaling for Om. Om. Rub your hands together, generate some prana, some chi, some energy. And as you do this, you'll feel your hands warming up. And while you're doing it, think about places inside you that could use this healing energy. Close your eyes, place your palms over your closed eyes, and when you breathe in, open them. Send it right to that spot. And on your exhale, palms to ceiling, sending energy back into the universe, but scooping up just a teeny bit to take back to your heart center. Namaste. Now, if you're joining me live, please hang in there. We can have a little chit chat at the end. You can ask questions. That's the beautiful thing about being live with me, is that you can talk to me afterwards about what you got, what you didn't get, and what you need to know. All right, till next time.